Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a review of a product that I really never thought I was going to buy, as funny as that sounds. Let me explain, is I have a lot of different eyeshadow palettes, and I always try different ones, and I always try new ones, and when these first came out, I think they were only available at like Nordstrom, sorry, weird piece of hair, Nordstrom's or something like that, or maybe it was Saks, because Nordstrom's is pretty easy for me to get to, but I feel like it was somewhere that I didn't think I would ever be able to go and look at these. And not that I went and looked at it, which is funny, before I bought it, but still. It's Dolce & Gabbana, and when I first heard of their makeup, I was like, who needs this, right? So then when it came to Sephora, I was like, all right, I don't really have a reason not to try it at this point. It's easily accessible to me. It's easy to return if I absolutely hate it, or if I don't find it to be that different from anything else I own. Sorry, my hair is really bugging me today. So I did pick one up, and I picked up the palette in the color Desert 1, 2, 3. This is what the colors look like. Let's see here. And this, I will say, for my MacBook, this is pretty true to colors here. I'm finding that the coloring is pretty good, and I think it has something to do with my lighting. So every once in a while, I feel like my lips aren't moving at the same time as what I'm saying. So I don't know. You guys tell me if you notice that. Anyway, this palette's interesting. A lot of palettes flip all the way back. This one does not go any further than this. I do like the fact it's a nice metal, like thick palette. Like not thick as in to carry it, but like, what's the word? It just has a lot of substance to it. It's just a really nice, stable palette. It's good product. It feels like it doesn't feel cheap or chintzy or anything like that, and it's very nice. And it's also nice to pull this packaging out. It's just really pretty packaging, although I will say the fingerprints all over it is kind of annoying, but I find that true with most things. So let me swatch these for you here. The pigmentation in these are gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. That is honestly very, very, very true to what they are. This one here is the lightest color. It's very cream. This one here I thought was going to be, let me try this too. I don't know. Does that help or hinder? I don't know. Still working on this. Yeah. Anyway, this one here is, when you look at it in the palette, you think it's going to be a different color than what you put it on. And then this one here is a nice blending color and a good crease color. So see how that one, it's very deceiving. It looks like it would be much more pigmented than it is. So this was that lightest one. And then this is that one I'm talking about right here. This one is very deceiving. You can tell by the looks of how these have divots in them that I've used them quite a lot, and see how it has D and G on it, which ones I obviously use the most, and you don't need as much of this darker one. So I do have a January 2013 face of the month that I used and applied this as well. What I tend to do is I put the lightest one kind of all over my lid. I use that one that looks like it's going to be way darker than it is. I use that one just on my lid up into my crease. I put the darkest one just in the outer V, and then I blend everything with this. Ooh, that's bad. There we go. Blend everything with this really nice rust-colored one that looks really great on blue eyes, I find. I mean, you tell me. And you know what? I think with this lighting and with my MacBook, these two things, my eyes look like the actual color they are. Whereas people used to tell me they couldn't tell my eyes were blue anymore with my old camera and my old thing. So I don't know. Anyway, this is very nice. I'm very pleased with it. It is probably up there as one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. Some of my favorites that are always available is my Chanel one in Spices, and then my Dior one in Rosy Tan. Those are probably my two most grabbed for besides this one. So these three are probably my most favorite eye palettes that are just like foreshadow type of things. Just really, really nice, like go on smoothly. You can use them any way you want to, and just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous coloring. Let me see. There you go. You can see it a little bit better there. think if I get up too close, that's the only downside. But I think they just look very nice, very natural. It's nice for an everyday type of palette. But you can step it up if you want it to be a little bit darker. You can also use that darkest one as a liner. That darkest one is like kind of a plummy tone. Where did we go? There we go. Kind of a plummy tone. I just wiped it a little bit, but it's so pretty, so pigmented. They're so soft and so nice. This is one of my favorite palettes I've owned recently. Oops. So, okay, and somebody mentioned to me in my reviews, I'm always doing my, like, couple key things. This is always on a scale of 1 to 5. So, pigmentation, I think the pigmentation on this is beautiful. It's nice and smooth. It stays on well. Just very true to color. The only one that I was a little bit questionable was that kind of lighter shade, not the lightest shade, but that middle shade right here. And I will say that even though it is deceiving, and I thought it wasn't as pigmented as what it looked to be in here, I actually like it for the color it is better than what I thought it would have been. Texture, super nice, super smooth. Pigmentation, sorry, did I say is a good 5. Texture, they're so silky smooth and nice, and just like, it's just, they're the nicest texture. It's so soft and so easy to work with any type of brush, a fluffy brush or a more compact brush. Either one, they work very easily. So good 5 on that. Longevity, it stays on me all day. I don't really have a problem with eyeshadow staying. I use a primer, and I've never really been like, oh no, that didn't stay. I'm sure there's some out there. I just haven't run into them that I've had that issue with. So longevity is a good solid 5. It stays very well for me. Application, easy to apply, good solid 5 out of 5. Easy to apply. Like I said, you can use, what I tend to use are 2 brushes. I use a flat brush like this, and this one is what, Sigma E55, so just a flat brush to apply all over my lid, and then I use like a MAC 217, but this is a Sigma E25. This brush, I use this just to put the color in my outer crease and then also to blend, and it applies great with either one of them. Honestly, it works great for that. Packaging, it is gorgeous, but I'm only going to give it a 4 out of 5 because of the fact that I hate the fact that these fingerprints all over it. You can see my computer there. But it's just nice, solid packaging. Like, it just feels substantial. It feels like it's nice and it's well made. Price, it is kind of pricey. And oh, darn. I'll try and put it at the end. I forgot to look up the price again. Sorry. I'll put it at the end. It is pricey for an eyeshadow quad, but I also think that this one is well worth it. I absolutely love it. I think it's definitely one to have. So product overall, I'd give it a good solid 4. Actually, it's almost a 5. I'll be honest, it's a 5. Like, it is one of my favorite eyeshadow quads I own. This is one I can take with me and only take this with me somewhere, and it will work no matter what. And I just absolutely love it. So good, I'll give it a 5 for that. So nice product. So I'll try and put the pricing in right. The price for this is $59, and with Sephora, that then qualifies you for free shipping. So that might be something to keep in mind. I definitely know that sounds like a lot, but I love this. If you are an eyeshadow person, this is like one of my favorites, and I think the price is honestly right there with the Chanel and the Dior, but it's right up there with those for me. So I think that the product justifies the price. So that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.